Imagine being born somewhere your body was never designed to survive. Not underwater, not underground, but in space. For nearly 60 years, humans have escaped Earth. More than 500 astronauts have floated beyond the atmosphere. They worked there, slept there, even lived there for months. But nobody has ever been born there. And that's where things get disturbing. Because scientists already know something terrifying would happen to a baby raised in space. Something that could permanently change what it means to be human. At first, space seems harmless. Astronauts float around laughing like gravity doesn't exist. But here's the strange part. Gravity is still there. On the International Space Station, Earth's gravity is almost 90% as strong as it is on the ground. So why does everyone float? Because the entire station is falling around Earth at 28,000 kilometers per hour. The astronauts aren't escaping gravity. They're trapped inside an endless fall. And that tiny detail changes everything. Now imagine a baby forming inside that environment. No true up, no down, no pressure pulling bones into shape, no resistance forcing muscles to grow. What happens to a human body that never learns gravity? Scientists already know what happens to adults. Their bones weaken by 1% every month in space. Muscles shrink. Vision changes. Hearts become weaker. But that's not even the craziest part. Adults can recover. A baby might not. Because in microgravity, the human body could develop into something completely different. A child born in orbit may never walk properly on Earth. Their skeleton could grow abnormally. Their balance system might never fully form. And that's when the bigger question appears. If humans ever become a space civilization, will future generations even be able to return home? But before a space baby could even exist, there's another problem nobody talks about. Conception itself. And this is where it gets weird. In space, even basic human biology starts breaking down. Fluids move differently in microgravity. Blood circulation changes. Sweat doesn't drip off your skin. It sticks to you in floating blobs. Even simple movement becomes awkward because every push sends bodies drifting apart. And scientists still don't fully know what space would do to human reproduction. That uncertainty is terrifying. Because beyond gravity, space is filled with radiation. Invisible particles constantly slam into the station at extreme speeds. On Earth, our atmosphere protects us. In orbit, that protection is almost gone, which means every cell inside the human body is under attack. Studies already show radiation can damage sperm and possibly reduce fertility. But nobody knows what would happen to a developing embryo exposed to cosmic radiation for months. Would it survive? Would it mutate? Or would space quietly rewrite human DNA forever? What happens next changes everything. Let's say somehow a pregnant astronaut makes it to the station safely. Even that journey would be brutal. Rocket launches create intense pressure and vibration. Then comes the birth itself. Except there's one huge problem. Gravity helps during childbirth on Earth. In space, there's no downward force assisting delivery. Every drop of fluid would float through the cabin. Every movement becomes harder to control. A single medical emergency could turn catastrophic within seconds. And if the baby survives, its real struggle is only beginning. Because every second spent growing in microgravity pushes the body further away from Earth's design. Bones weaken before they fully form. Muscles never develop naturally. The heart barely learns how to pump against gravity. But that's still not the worst part. The brain itself could change. A child raised inside a cramped metal station millions of kilometers from Earth wouldn't just grow differently physically. Their entire reality would be different. No wind, no rain, no open sky, no real horizon. Just machines, metal walls, artificial lights, endless darkness outside the window. And over time, that isolation could reshape the human mind. Scientists already know astronauts experience psychological stress in confined environments. Some report anxiety, sleep problems, even personality changes after long missions. Now imagine growing up there from birth, never touching grass, never feeling natural gravity, never experiencing silence without machines humming around you. And that's when the final twist appears. What if the child eventually returned to Earth? At first, it sounds beautiful. Humanity's first spaceborne human finally coming home. But for them, Earth might feel like a hostile planet. Gravity would crush their weakened muscles. Their bones might not support their weight. Standing up could feel impossible. Even lifting their own arms might exhaust them. And this is where it becomes truly unsettling. They may look human, but Earth itself could reject them. A person born in space might never fully adapt to life on this planet. Not physically, not mentally, maybe not even emotionally. Which means the moment humanity truly begins living among the stars, we may also begin splitting into something new. One species born on Earth, another born beyond it. And if that happens, what starts as space exploration could eventually become human evolution itself. But here's the question nobody can answer yet. When humans finally become a galactic civilization, will the people born